Hello and welcome to Aeronautics Academy. In the Aeronautics Academy, I'll be hoping to teach pilots how to get the most out of their spacecrafts. I'll be using a very specific breakdown of either a section or a lap. In today's case, we're going over the Rikkord Memorial, and I'm covering one lap twice. The first time, I break it down, I pause it, probably go at no faster than 50% through the whole thing, just to really discuss the finer points, where you want to be looking, how you want to be flying. And then once we get through the lap the first time, we go through it at full speed, just so you can really see exactly what's required to loop through checkpoints and make your quickest way around the circuit. So I guess we'll jump right into it here. Enjoy. So first off, what we want to be doing is looking in the top left-hand corner as soon as we come out of this tunnel. So as soon as you can see that gate, you now know how you're going to take this next corner. You angle your ship so that it's pointed laterally right towards that gate, and make a nice sharp corner pointing directly at that next gate. So here we can see I kind of overshoot the corner, but I want to get right back on track, right where that circle is right now, so that I can find my next line there in the bottom right hand corner. I'm going to angle my ship towards that line, and then carry it again through as quick and as sharp as possible. So if you've lined your corner up properly vertically, you should be right underneath these apartment buildings in the proper position. Horizontally, you want to be lined up between the right edge of this big tower and sort of the top left corner of that faraway pod, right where the circle is. So if you get it right, and if you hit that line, you'll be pointed directly at the next gate, which is exactly what you want to be, and will put you on a perfect target for the next line. This one's a little bit more difficult. Here you see the line there, and you just want to take a look at that, because there's not really a shining example of where you should be lining up, but that general direction. And this corner is going to be a lateral and vertical turn. So here we go. You'll see it come up, and the first thing you're going to want to do is point right at that opening there, and then as soon as you see sunlight from above, you're going to want to shoot right up through there. Here we're staying exactly in line with the next checkpoint, getting ready to turn, and then as we come around this corner, we are going to want to be rotating so our left wing is down. So I did rotate on this example a little bit, but not quite enough. Once you rotate properly, you'll be perfectly lined up for the next gate, and here it shows the remaining angle that you are going to want to hold. If you can hold that and keep that turn tighter, you'll be able to perfectly see the next gate through that gate opening. When you see that, you're just going to want to position yourself a little bit on the outside, right where those course arrows sort of point towards the end. Really just the beginning of the second last one. That'll leave you a little bit of a room to pre-turn and slide through this gate. And here we see the circle showing us that we want to be lined up right on the inside of these last two pods there, over those apartments, and basically pointed straight at that tree. Again, take this corner sharp, quick, bang right on through, which leaves us perfectly lined up for the next gate. This next corner is quite an intricate corner. You want to be immediately lined up with that arrow that I've drawn there. It's not something that you can extremely see maybe halfway through those apartments, but you're going to want to take this one a couple of times to really understand where you want your ship to end up. So if you've angled or rotated your ship correctly as indicated, probably just a little bit below 9 o'clock on the left wing, you're going to be perfectly lined up to make it through the next section, which is going to be over the little pod on the left and underneath those two apartments. You may want to watch this section a couple of times just so you know. You're definitely going to need to fly it a couple of times just to make sure that you're as quick as possible through there. For this gate, we're going to be pointing straight at the next gate, which is going to leave us in a perfect position to do a left turn following the course outline, and then a pull up at the same time, which we want to basically get right in the little top corner of that hub there. That's going to let us be aligned for the next gate as quickly as possible. So for this gate, we're going to want to be pointed at about the 5 o'clock, 4:30 position on the inside of the next gate, and with the left wing a lot lower than it is right now, probably even to 9 o'clock, maybe 8:30. This will allow us to hit the next mark perfectly, which is going to be the tree on the apartment on the right. And you'll see I'm not tight enough to make the corner, so I do miss the tree. Once you've missed the tree, the next thing you want to be doing is pointed right at the the bottom or even the center of the next gate. And if you pointed at the center of the next gate, when it comes time to make your turn, you're going to want your left wing pointed up at 11 o'clock and just quickly snap it right on over. I don't make it this time, but if you can make it, you'll see yourself pointed right up at the next gate, which will leave you plenty of time to make a small right rotation so that you're lined up for the next gate. This next gate, you can't see the gate after it, so what you want to be is lined up with the, probably, as you say, the bottom side of these course outlines, which will allow you to make a nice lateral left turn and have your ship directly pointed at the next set of gates. Here you can see I'm kind of all over the place, but there's the gate itself. And at this point we can see that the gate after it is just visible on the left hand side. So we want to quickly grab a glimpse of that and rotate our ship up on the left so that we're perfectly in line with it for a nice tight lateral turn. And as you make it through this gate, you're going to want to be pointed at the center of the next one so that you're perfectly aligned to make it right underneath the right hand side of this next pod. See, nice and slow. So I missed that. And then your next target after that left pod is right through the middle there, and I missed that again, and right on through to the top left hand corner of that final ring. And we'll pop back to full speed here and bring it on home through the back straight and across the line for 152.87. So that was a pretty good time around here. I'm sure, as you've seen, there's definitely room for a lot of improvement. Alright, so now we're going to go through the race itself at full speed. No pausing, but with the aids, and I'm going to try to keep the commentary up. So here we go. Again, top left, you're going to see the gate. Keep it in mind, align the ship with it, make a sharp left turn, don't overturn, point directly at that pod. Keep an eye for your apartments that you want to be under, line up with them. Sharp, quick, keep an eye for the pod, keep an eye for the gate through that hole there, right on through the pod. Try to remember that line. Pull up, you'll see daylight there. Keep going at it until you see daylight in that little top right hand corner. Keep aligned with the top of the course outlines. Rotate to the left. Keep your hard right turn there. Rotate down. Notice the next gate and keep your alignment here. Do a quick snap right hand corner, not too far because you want to be on the right side of this section. Over the pod, through the tree, sharp right hand corner again for the next checkpoint. Spotting it on the left hand side, it's going to be a low one, and under the apartments, over the pod, right on through to this gate. And you're going to do a left turn so that you're aligned with the course itself, and then a sharp upturn until you see the pod on the right. This is going to bring us directly into this section. Keeping left wing down a little bit, you're going to want to be harder through there, hitting the tree on the left, but then pointing directly at this gate, left wing up to 11 o'clock so that it's a quick snap pointed at this next gate. Here, again, you want to be aligned with the bottom of that course outline. That's going to bring you pointed directly at this gate, spotting the other gate on the left, and adjusting your alignment so your left turn points you directly at this next gate. You're going to want to be at the middle of it, so you're coming out right underneath that pod, and then through the little hole there, right into this gate, and then right on through the final stretch again to come across the line at 152.87. So just as we all saw here, there are definitely tenths to be saved all over the track with this flight, so easily 150 is possible. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know by commenting below. So as always, if you have suggestions for other videos, I'm always open to them. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the verse.